Never not have an EQ on, I don't know, but you can turn it on or off right there. You have 4 bands on each channel. The first, outside of the high pass filter, you have high, mids, low, and low frequencies. So you've got 4 pieces of pie that you can take or add from. As a general rule, I preach subtractive EQ, meaning you only take away, you don't add. I'm not telling you I don't ever add, but it's very rare because again, I'm adding noise or I'm decreasing headroom. If, say your ceiling's 7 foot tall and I stand on a 4 foot chair, it's real easy for me to hit my head on the ceiling. So when you boost an EQ, you're putting it closer to distorting that frequency. Okay. So
can I know what EQ means?
Equalizer. Okay. So these are the frequencies on the screen. You can hear 20 to 20,000 hertz. Well, you're supposed to, but most people can only hear to about 16. But anyway, so we're going to start with low frequency. So right now, at around 125 hertz, I just took that out. I can send you guys charts that'll kind of show you, like a kick drum center is around 100 hertz. The mud you usually hear in something is around 400 hertz. That Walmart stereo tinny sound is around 800 hertz. You know, the crack in the snare drum is 6K. I mean, there's just a lot of,
yeah, that would be
it's a really cool
awesome.
visual chart
It'd be
where
really
you can
helpful.
tell
Yeah.
where they are. Because they're not a lot of times where you think they are.
And
So,
red means it's on?
It's on. I know, weird, right? Everything else is green, but that's
Green, but that one's red.
I don't know. Anyway, so
The light on means it's on.
Right.
For those.
right,
If the light's on, it's on.
Really for all these, but yeah.
right. So okay, so that's the first one. That's how much you're taking away. Okay, frequency is what frequency or what note you're centering that on. So see how it's moving up to 400, 1K, all those. Okay. Q is how wide it is, and it kind of shows you right there. So I can narrow it up, I can widen it. So again, it's just something you're going to have to practice or get used to. Don't do it on a Sunday. Not telling you I haven't.
Is there a general default for these that you would use across the board and then adjust as you go?
You can kind of see that was your EQ curve. That was Carrie, you know. Guitar, I mean, kind of, where's Rogers? Yeah, his was pretty close to yours.
Which means what?
How do you get 2 of them? Like going down?
So just one
Right.
one would be here,
Right.
one would be there, or
Right.
one there and
Right.
one there.
So we'll go back to 2 so I'm not screwing up somebody's channel. Yeah, again, I can do it and then I can move the frequency.
Oh, yeah. With,
And then,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
And you've actually got 4 of those.
Right.
And then, yeah, I mean, you want to put crack in the snare drum, you know, get it about
Tight and high.
6, and then you narrow it up, and now it's a brain dart. So, yeah. So, I'll try to get you guys those charts because it makes it helps everything make sense when you go, oh,
Sure.
you know, an A on a guitar is 440 hertz.
Okay,
You know,
yeah.
the A on a piano, the A below middle C, is 440. So,
Everything's based on.
yeah, that's what we do too. So, anyway, it's kind of wonky, but so then we go to this channel. Delay you won't ever use. We did set the system up in stereo, so you can actually pan left and right. I don't know. I mean, you can. It's not something commonly done. Now, if you did a movie night, we could plug in You know, take two channels, left and right out of the Blu-rays, pan them left and right, and you'll get the deal. Now, one thing we did here,
I just have left and right with the deal.
So one thing we did here, cool too, is the sub is actually on the mono synth. So if you'll notice, bass has the mono turned on, kick drum has the mono turned on. I probably did it on his keyboard.
Keys.
Yeah.
But other
Meaning
ones
those are the
don't.
only ones that come through there.
Through the bass.
Right.
Everything else is just coming through.
Just yeah.
Exactly.
Actually, they're coming through all of them, but the only those that we want the low frequency information are going to go through the sub. You don't want it on
Okay.
voice.
No.
You know, you don't want it on acoustic guitar. You don't want it. So it helps clean it up. Plus, it also lets you guys in the early service
Decide
So
how much bass
this
they
is
hear.
that.
Yeah, this is that. That goes to there. And the left and right sends it to here, just in full disclosure. So that's
They're
one of
labeled.
that's one of the first things to check when you're not getting something. First of all, make sure you got the channel on. And second of all, when you select it, make sure it's actually going somewhere. So, okay. Again, too, you've got ons on both of those too. So that makes it a little more,
Got to make sure they're on.
yeah, so look for green.
Or it's not going to work.
And those selects work on those ones over there work the same way on the channels. On
Yes,
this- on
you mean
this-
yeah.
Yeah.
So you can actually bring, hey, who did that? Right,
So that would adjust it for everything. If you select it here and then you mess with the EQ
it's the EQ on the output.
of the, yeah. We
No,
probably don't
that's
really
what
want to
we
mess
say
with
the
that.
mid.
I would, and there's another one too. If you notice, there's graphic EQ low and high. That's the same thing there too. An actual graphic EQ, and you have the two different sections. I set this, so I would prefer,
Not to mess
Don't
with
mess with that.
right.
It's a cool button.
It makes everything
Makes
red.
everything look really kind of
And
fun.
it's dancing.
And what does that one do?
It's
Nothing.
that's the low frequencies. That's the high frequencies.
Okay.
Ah.
See, it says
Oh,
low and
okay.
high,
Yeah.
and it actually shows you what the frequencies are too.
Oh.
There's the high. There's the low.
And this is going for the out.
The total, the whole system
Okay, gotcha.
on the output. Okay.
Yeah, so probably shouldn't mess with that. Is there a way to get that for individual channels?
Not the graphic, no. You get the 4-band parametric.
Okay.
So, which is normal. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's enough.
yes. So,